Now, give me a few minutes. I'm going to play a little bit of the clip as much as I can. But Pusha T, of course, he went on to Joe Budden Podcast. Joe Budden, for all the grammar experts out there, been having a lot, chance to rap with a couple different people coming onto his platform and doing interviews now. And Pusha T went ahead and jumped on there and revealed, quote-unquote, claims, says that OVO 40 is actually the person that leaked the information about Drake baby mama, about the kid, and everything else that came out in their rap battle. Now, if we want to go back just a little bit, we seen where Drake ended up doing an interview on the show, like the barbershop show, with LeBron James and some other guy. And he was talking about how, for the line that Pusha T said he got to get punched in the face for it, and that it's supposed to be certain rules. So one of the things that I want to talk about with you guys, I want to see what is actually these rules that's supposed, and do y'all think it's actually rules? But let me go ahead and play this, and I'm gonna try to turn it up as much as possible so y'all can hear it. Here we go.
The information came from 40. It didn't come from Kanye. At all. Okay. 40 is sleeping with a woman who begins to, he talks to her daily, 5-6 hours a day.
Oh, she must have a great personality.
Yeah, bruh. Come on. Listen, talks to a woman 5-6 hours a day, provides opportunity for her.
Provides
opportunity for her.
He's a great guy.
And ultimately speaks about how he's disgruntled about certain things, notoriety and things involving Drake and his career, so on and so forth.
To this young lady.
Yes. With that also came the fact that Drake has a child. With that also came the trip that everybody took to go see the child and bring them gifts and all of this information. She divulged this information.
She has a great personality.
That's where it came from. Now, I never told nobody that.
Now, my thing is, now out of all these people that's in this situation, Drake, Kanye, Pusha T, excluding the BM and the child and all that, but them three individuals, if I had to go by character, who the person that I would believe based off of like their whole resume, being in the game and they ain't been on no bullshit, never been caught in lies, this and that, it would have to be Pusha T for me. At the end of the day, who really knows? My thing is that would make Drake camp and everything look crazy if that information leaked out of his own camp. But I can't say, my whole thing about that type of shit happens all the time. What we call pillow talking. Dudes get too comfortable with women. Some dudes get too comfortable with some women. Go talk to them on the phone, lay down at night with them. Oh, they done had a long day and they want to talk about everything that's going on in their world with them. Sometimes dudes do this to try to impress certain girls. They try to tell them all this information. But then my question would be, how did this girl now, did she turn around from messing with OVO 40, supposed to have this extensive relationship with OVO 40? How did she get in contact with Pusha T? Because I just went back to the Drink Champs interview and I was trying to find the part where he exactly, briefly talked about, he was like, basically the part where he briefly talked about how he got the information, but he basically didn't say anything. Now going back to Drake interview with LeBron James, he talking about his rules. It ain't no rules in battle rap. Like, bro, you done went and stood on the stage at a URL smack event. In battle rap, it ain't no rules. The rules can't be reversed, switched, and all this for your favor. Period. Now I was watching Styles P and Dave East talk about it on Hot 97. They basically was saying the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't no rules in this. And just like someone else just said in the comment section, salute to you, salute to Brandy, everybody, Matt, everybody that's up in here. He wasn't screaming all that when he was dragging Meek through the mud. But then soon as the game got reversed, now, it's rules, this and that. But hey, my thing, I'm not gonna be mad at him saying, "Oh, Pusha T got to get punched in the face for this." If that's how you feel, that's what Pusha T brought to the table. Like, hey, I'ma disrespect everything about you, your whole family tree, your producer, your loved ones, bring your kid. Like, either you gonna have to come back grimy, you gonna have to see me. That's what Pusha T brought to the line when he pushed that line with that diss record. That's what comes with battle rap. And of course, we seen Jay Prince end up jumping in it. Now, for some reason, I went back and watched the Kanye interview with Sway. And for some reason, you know, the one where you was talking about how Sway. And I posted something the other day. I was like, I want people to go back and watch that. Seeing everything that has transpired now, and that was some years ago when that happened. Seeing everything that didn't transpire now, I see that interview a total different way. Not just about him calling himself the Walt Disney, but when you hear him and Sway even talking about who's the best rapper, and Sway was like, I would have to say you and Drake, but then he actually put Drake over him. You just look how Kanye face curled up. Even in that same interview, he was like, man, Drake been throwing shots at me for years. That's what made me get on stage with him, to let people know you gonna have to see me. And it was a couple other things I can't remember right now that he was just saying in reference to Drake, that I'm like, okay, this has been on your mind for a minute. So when I first heard Drake say, oh, he went and sat down with Kanye, and Kanye told him, oh, you got to be transparent with him and tell him when his album and stuff coming out. One, for Drake, like, bro, regardless if that's your friend, your best friend or not, you in the rap game, what do you expect to get out of that situation? You was going to give up all that information to get one beat. You was gonna give up your whole rollout and everything to this particular individual. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Then you got a lot of, I don't want to be biased, you got a lot of people on the opposite side of the fence saying Pusha T is doing this for damage control for Kanye West. I don't know if I could put a lot of weight into that particular theory, because even when people was asking Pusha T about Kanye West, Trump situation, how he feel about, like, he totally disagreed with him. Like, Pusha T is he's not gonna get disrespectful with it, but that's one person out of the good music camp that I see that Pusha T not afraid to say how he feel. Even if he disagree, he just knows how to disagree with respect. Much love to Big Sean and stuff like that, but I done seen Big Sean in different situations where he was in interviews and people asked him questions that possibly would oppose to Kanye West, and he really wouldn't answer. He would say like, oh, y'all trying to get me messed up, this and that. Pusha T not like that. So like I said, if I got to judge the character of the three men, Kanye, Pusha T, and Drake, who I would believe by their resume of how they have showed themselves in the industry and everything thus far, of not being caught up in no lies or anything like that, no gimmicks and antics, I personally, in my opinion, I would think that Pusha T is possibly telling the truth. But then I just got, it's in this situation, the details is already out, so kind of finding out who leaked it, this and that, but that would be crazy if it came from his own clique, period. My thing is, now I gotta, because everybody playing chess, so I have to always look at everything that come out that type of way. Like, it's people purposely, the timing of when people purposely doing interviews, what they're saying. Is he trying to cause division in between Drake and his producer, all this stuff? Like, I don't know. But like I say, if y'all get the opportunity to go back and watch that Kanye Sway interview, it's maybe like a 10-minute little gap in that hour interview where I feel like you're going to see it totally different now with all the information that then came out now, where I feel like the way Kanye was reacting in his face and his body movements anytime Drake's name came up and the stuff that he was saying, I'm like, damn, I wonder, has this dude been plotting for a minute to try to get him up out his way? Because Kanye West know the main thing he got is his quote-unquote influence, his notoriety in the game, and that's what he uses. That's one of the main things that he brings to the tables when he try to sit down with these other industries and companies to try to get things accomplished. And Drake is that one, regardless if you like it or not. I don't listen to Drake, but in that realm, Drake is like that one. And he want to move and get that boy up out the way. So I'm like, okay, I don't really know. I'm trying to, let me see what y'all got to say. Drake shouldn't have mentioned a man's wife. Facts. He shouldn't have mentioned that man's wife. You can't get personal, and then when someone get personal, say, oh, you can't get that personal. You can't slap somebody, someone come back with a shovel and hit you and then say, no, you can't come back. No, it ain't no rule. Don't engage in beef if you don't know, or if you can't control or automatically eliminate your opponent. If you feel like in any type of way that you may lose, I understand the heart part, like if it's a fist fight, if you're going to lose, whatever. But at the end of the day, it ain't no rules to this shit. We can't be switching and molding the rules for Drake benefit to make sure at the end of the day he always going to come out on top. Wanda and Cat Williams, facts. Say Drake lying. He say, I think Drake, he trying to add more to it to try to stain Kanye while you got a lot of pressure from the community, the culture, and everybody looking at Kanye, people bagging off Kanye, trying to make him look like he more ain't shit. But I'm gonna tell you, and maybe it's just me, when I heard them words come out of Drake's mouth, say for instance, if that was true, I didn't look at like, oh, Kanye was a snake, this and that. Like, bro, he finessed you. You was gullible. You was naive to sit down with this man and give up all your info. The same way like Pusha T saying OVO 40 did. You done sat down and leaked all this information to some girl and then she going around spreading your business. That's not too far-fetched. That shit happens every day. Yeah, Newt bang him. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I believe, but like I said, out of the three individuals, I got to go by character, I would have to believe Pusha T, for real. Nah, Kanye has sense. Yeah, I don't think Kanye just stupid. I don't think Kanye just stupid or nothing like that. That's what I'm saying. If I was going with that theory, I really wouldn't call him a snake. I would think that was a calculated move because Kanye want to get back in that number one most powerful, most influential position, and he know as of right now he's not in that space. You say, when did Ye lie? I don't know if you're speaking to someone in the comments. I haven't said, but I'm gonna read a few of these comments, and I don't want to keep this live stream too long. I don't know. Let me ask a few people. Have everybody? I'm gonna play what Pusha T said if you haven't heard it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, because anytime I make these live streams super long, it end up throwing off my whole algorithm. So I'm gonna play this and then get up out of here. I knew this was gonna happen. Someone was gonna call my phone. Hold on.
The information came from 40. It didn't come from Kanye. At all. Okay. 40 is sleeping with a woman who begins to, he talks to her daily, 5-6 hours a day.
Oh, she must have a great personality.
Yeah, bruh. Come on. Listen, talks to a woman 5-6 hours a day, provides opportunity for her.
Provides opportunity
for her.
He's a great guy.
And ultimately speaks about how he's disgruntled about certain things, notoriety and things involving Drake and his career, so on and so forth.
To this young lady.
Yes. Okay. With that also came the fact that Drake has a child. With that also came the trip that everybody took to go see the child and bring them gifts and all of this information.
Facts.
She divulged this
Pillow
information.
talking at his finest.
That's where it came from. Now,
Pillow talking at his finest, and this shit happen every day, all day. It's happening as we speak and making this video right now. You got some dude laid up talking to some chick, telling everybody every move, the whole operation, everything, and then when it gets set up, when it get robbed, when it get busted, people looking like, what happened?